Do you know what happened with him?
Yeah, I've seen the claims.
Are you allowed to talk about it?
This was recorded at the Media Joint.
That is so rogue.
Boy, that's a bit rogue.
Is it even that rogue?
Ready, Sketty?
Go.
Welcome back to A Bit Rogue. Now, this episode today is going to be MAFS related, so if MAFS is not your thing, we've got another 34 episodes that you can listen to. But today, in the studio, I have Ali from the Daily Mail. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? I just want to quickly say to everyone that Ali is like professional, celeb, like, I don't know what you would say. Like you're a columnist. Is that what you call yourself?
Yeah,
What,
I'm a
Skye?
reporter.
Columnist.
How do you say it?
How do you say it?
A journalist?
I'm saying columnist. That's a word.
I don't have a column, but it's...
Well, if you were Zoe Foster Blake, you'd be a columnist.
Yeah, sure.
You're a journo.
Yeah.
Okay, journalist then. What's your title? Celebrity?
So I'm a
celebrity?
senior showbiz reporter.
So technically, every time I see Ali around MAFS seasons, he's at the weddings, you're at the apartments. Last night I literally saw you posting Tim and Marina.
Yeah,
Tony.
Tony and Morena.
Tony's kind of hot.
Yeah, that was... Tony's kind of hot. Sure.
I reckon. Anyway,
Silver Fox.
Ali and I met at like a dinner PR situation. So Ali gets invited to a lot of like premieres, brand events, and in hopes of like you writing about the event or writing about the celebrities. Just a little background on Ali so people understand. Now, before we get into MAFS, I did ask last year if you'd come on the show and you were like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So now you're here, I do want to ask some questions.
Sure. Ask anything.
So it's not a secret that you love celebrities. You've been, snapping pics with them for a long time. Is that how you got into celebrity writing?
Yeah. So I've been doing it since I was like 16. So I'm like 33 now. Been a while.
Veteran doll.
Yeah. I've been at the Daily Mail for 5.5 years.
Where were you before?
I've done stuff for MSN New Zealand, just all over the place.
Yeah.
Before the Daily Mail, I was working in marketing. Sort of hated it, so went back into showbiz because that's what I enjoy doing.
Marketing is very saturated.
Yeah, just got over it.
Did you go to uni for marketing?
No, journalism. So
Okay.
I got a journalism degree and media and communications.
Wow, not just a pretty face, Joel.
I don't know about that, but sure, thanks.
Do you ever get, not upset, but do you ever like, I wish people would invite me to the events for me rather than people inviting you to the events so that they get a write-up?
No, not really. Like, I don't consider myself a influencer.
Can you not fucking laugh when I'm asking a fucking serious question here? Why the fuck was that funny?
I don't consider myself an influencer. I sort of like being behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even though on my Instagram, it makes it look like I love it, but really I don't like being the center of attention. It's too much.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you are quite quiet at events.
Recently... Unless I'm like really drunk or something.
I've never seen you really drunk before. Do you remember the White Fox event on the boat? And I went up to you and I was like, Ali, I'm starting a podcast. Can you write about it?
And what did I say?
You said yes. And you
And
didn't
did
do
I?
it until like episode 20.
Sorry. It's like that sometimes.
That's all right, doll. All right, let's get on to MAFS. So this is my first year properly watching MAFS. Very excited. Obviously, we had Tristan come on A Bit Rogue last year because he was a close friend, and I kind of experienced the journey from a friend's POV because obviously, like, I knew he was getting married. I was so excited for him because he was a friend that I genuinely wanted him to find someone, and I think he just wasn't partnered with the right person for him. But now that I'm a viewer, I want to unpack some things. Let's talk about some stuff. So the first thing is, are you like official media for MAFS?
Oh, no. I like when they're filming this show, I'm outside watching it.
So how the fuck do you know when they're getting married? Do you always know someone that's getting married?
I know I've got a lot of contacts within the MAFS world.
Mm-hmm.
So sort of...
So there's some rats.
I wouldn't say rats, but I mean, I sort of have an idea of when they start filming. Sometimes Like in this instance, there was people that were friends with former cast, and then they would message me, be like, "Oh my god, did you hear this person's on MAFS?" I'm like, "I do know now."
Yeah, totally fair.
And then be like, "Oh, this person's in Sydney. I think they're filming MAFS." Then check their Instagram. They're private. I'm like, okay, screenshot their profile, keep it handy.
Yeah.
And then that's sort of where it begins.
Not your first rodeo, Dal. You've stalked Harry Styles before. You can do a MAFS wedding.
I know. It's like having to do MAFS is so much more easier than like if I
trying to find One Direction and like Justin Bieber back in the day. Not an easy task.
It wasn't. But I think that helped me learn patience.
You've been trained.
Yeah.
Especially on no sleep, because I remember sunrise, you'd have to get up at 3 a.m, get mum and dad to drive you in at 4.
That was my life, and that's what I think makes it different for me, because I do have that patience. Whereas if you're sending another journo to go wait or camp for somebody or a story, they'll get over it in like 3 hours.
Do you ever feel really random just like standing at the back of someone's wedding? Because I always feel so weird, like, you know, when you're at the beach or something and then there's like a wedding, you're like, oh, a wedding, and then you're just like weirdly there watching.
Well, they get warned about me before the weddings.
You specifically?
Yeah, specifically. Like,
that's hilarious.
And then usually it's not just me being in the background. Usually I'm like, they're in the background. Producers have umbrellas trying to hit me with umbrellas.
Oh my god, yes, I saw a video last year of them trying to whack you out of the way.
Yeah, literally. So,
oh my gosh.
That
so
all happens.
So you guys have beef?
It starts off with a little beef.
It starts off with beef because they don't want you to spoil, and then they want you there because they want the exposure.
Yeah, it's sort of...
Noted.
Yeah. It's
sneaky.
Like pretending they don't want me there.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
Interesting. That's a very toxic relationship, I must say.
No, I think it's chaos that I like. It's funny because at the start everyone gets warned, and by the end, like...
Well, to be fair, whoever was on Marina's account already followed me as soon as you reposted me on your story. I think everyone loves it.
Yeah. What do you mean? Love what? Like the attention? Or
100%.
Absolutely.
Let's move on. So... obviously, like, me being a single mom, last year Tristan was like, please go on, and I was like, no, I'm not going to leave my child for that long. He's literally 2 years old. And he was like, no, you get days off, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, okay, unsure if he's just telling porcupines because he wants me to go on the show. So for someone like Athena, is that how you say it, Athena?
Athena.
Athena?
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Athena.
Athena.
It's not a wiener.
No, I know it's
but
not
a lot of people thought it was because
it's spelled Alina. Yeah, no, Athena. So is she allowed to visit her son? Have you figured that out yet?
She was allowed in some circumstances to go home on the weekends when
that's nice.
They could assure her, well, they weren't filming.
Okay.
But it was a mission for her to get like a weekend off.
Oh shit, okay.
And she lives in Perth, so that's an $800 flight to go down.
Does she have to pay for that?
Yeah, of course. They're not going to pay for her to go down.
Well, I guess, I could make it work. I live in Sydney. I have to talk to my mum and dad.
But no, like Harrison, his season, he went home on the weekends.
That's good.
And
was he from Sydney though?
Yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes they're like a bit more flexible.
Some partners are a bit funny not spending the weekends together though. I remember Tristan saying that his wife Cassandra, she didn't mind him doing his own thing on the weekends.
Yeah, that's because they hated each other.
I think they're friends now.
Friends.
I'm not starting beef.
I am.
I don't really want to talk about Tim because he gives Dean Wells vibes. I know that's your friend, but like I just cannot stand. But anyway,
I don't want to talk about Tim either, to be honest, because do you know what's funny is like I would reach out to Tim before and I was like, oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. And this was 2 days before, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Like usually I would reassure people before. I'm like, surely when you get your side of the story. Then I watched it. I'm like, there's no saving Tim.
No. Do you think it's selfish that he's gone home while Katie has to stick it out in the apartments? Like she could be with her friends and family.
No. So he was staying in a different hotel. She checked into the hotel where they film. I actually released a story about it today. I spotted her like 2 days after she checked in. She was just doing her own thing sad. There's photos of her just literally sitting outside the hotel having coffee by herself.
I do feel really bad.
Yeah, so it sort of sucked for her.
I feel like we need to find her somewhere else. Like, we can't just put her back into the wild.
I think she's surrounded by a whole group of lovely people.
That's good.
Like Lucinda,
Oh my
Andy
God,
from last
love
year.
Lucinda.
Yeah, I actually
want
put them in
Lucinda
touch.
to surround me.
Yeah,
Beautiful lady.
love her.
Next couple I want to talk about. Well, not couple. I want to talk about Jamie, because I feel like I resonate the most with her.
Yeah.
And I think she conducted herself really well with the whole Tim situation. Like, I don't hold back in what I say, and that's why I don't think I'm appropriate for TV, because I wouldn't have been able to be as graceful as her. However, I thought her coupling was perfect. Like, I think they're a great couple. I think she's really starting to get into him, but I did some stalking, and I don't know, I felt like I was getting like influency vibes. So I was like, oh my gosh, maybe she's not as genuine as the show is portraying. Do you think that they'll last? Why are you looking at me like that? You've got the tea job.
No, what's it called? So Jamie is genuine.
Okay.
I'm not worried about that. She's definitely going to be the star of the season. There's
100%.
no doubt about that. She was the star of the season during filming. Do I think she went on the show for fame? Probably. I think they all do.
Yeah.
Like, you can't lie and say...
But what about Tony and Marina, though?
Some could argue that Tony wanted to promote his fishing business, and some could argue...
I didn't even know he even had a fishing business, you know?
He sort of makes it clear, to be honest.
Really? And what fishing business? I'm into fishing.
Mojo... Sorry, Tony, I forgot the last... the full name of the business. But, I mean, some people could say Moreno wants to promote a DJ business.
Fair. Okay,
the only person that literally has nothing to promote is like Athena. Like, what's she going to promote?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah, so he genuinely wanted to find somebody. So there is a mix.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell, because I feel like even when people do find love, things go wrong. And then
Ali, you're not telling me something. You're giving me that look that you're trying to think about what you're saying before
I am,
you're saying
to be
it.
honest, because what do you mean? Yeah. What was the question again?
I was just saying, do you think that Jamie will go the way with her husband?
Absolutely. They're one of the strongest couples on the show.
Slay. Love that. Let's unpack the last bit of last night's episode. It's a bit of an Orkies one. It's where Jake's doing the ratings with Ash, and Ash is not happy with how he rates Athena, because he's saying he's only into Caucasian people.
Yes.
I feel like, yes, he could have articulated himself better, but I do feel like production are now going to portray it as like him being a very racist person. And if I'm totally honest, I reckon I've had friends that have said that behind closed doors before. And they're not saying it in a way that they're like, oh, they're disgusting people if they're not the same race as me. I just think that people do have a type, and I think he articulated himself the wrong way. Like, I personally, I don't fuck with UK accents. Am I a bad person?
What do you mean you don't F with it?
I don't like them.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
like a UK accent.
Sorry.
You don't have one.
I think it's hot. It depends who it is.
But that's your acquired taste.
Yeah, sure.
Except when Tristan did come on, he was pretty hot. He was hot. I liked that. Okay, well, maybe some UK accents, but like 90% no.
What was the question again?
ADHD.
Did you think that what he said was wrong?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I spoke to Jake, I spoke to Ash. Jake said that there was like the fourth take. So by the time he said it, and he actually said that him and Ash joked about those nicknames earlier in the day. So
what was a nickname? I didn't get a nickname.
I mean, calling Jackie Crazy Eyes, that seemed to be a theme, because something's going to happen at a dinner party soon where...
okay, calling someone Crazy Eyes when they have crazy eyes is not mean.
Well, that's what I think. So apparently, I'll give you a scoop. They have the sex workshop next week. Mm-hmm. Ryan...
I've never experienced this before, because this is my first MAFS season.
Well,
what is the sex workshop?
It's when the expert introduces them to dildos and sex toys and goes, you can have a lot of fun in the bedroom.
These are grown-ass adults, so like, wouldn't they normally like already know that?
And then Ryan tells the other grooms that Jackie has crazy eyes but gives good head.
Fuck, that's not a very good thing to say.
So
she's gonna like put him in a grave.
Well, I think Dave's going to put Ryan in the grave. So Dave's going to
shit.
come through Ryan. Ryan's going to cop a bit of slack.
Do you
But-
like Dave?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
He's a good guy,
Wait,
believe it or
Dave
not.
is Jackie's partner,
No,
right?
Dave is Jamie's partner.
Oh
We
no,
love
okay,
them
no.
together.
Who's
Jackie?
Jackie's husband?
Ryan.
I don't really like Ryan.
I didn't like Ryan during filming, to be honest. But then I got to meet Ryan, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's so hard talking about them as like people on the TV.
yeah.
versus them.
That's why I think my job is cool, because I get to meet the real, well, them as
Yeah.
genuine as they are.
like
at the
I
start.
genuinely, I would actually be really upset if people were talking about me like this.
What, calling you crazy eyes?
100%. I mean, actually, not really.
I
Like,
mean, I think it's sort
remember
of.
that time someone said I had a 6 head or something? That was kind of funny. Do you not remember that?
I do, but like again, if someone's got googly eyes and you call them googly eyes, it's,
She doesn't have googly eyes. She's just dead set etch.
yeah, and you've dead set got a big forehead.
I don't care. It was funny.
You guys are nuts.
Anyway. Do you have a rogue moment?
I do.
To share?
It actually happened this season with MAFS.
Did it? Got whacked on
Talking
the
about Rogue, like second week on the job, they've moved into the hotel. Second week, they all ended up watching the UFC together.
When was the UFC?
This was in like August.
Last year.
Well, that's when the show gets filmed. This didn't happen yesterday. So they all went to the pub, invited me along, doing shots, hanging out with them for a bit.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to compute in my head. Wait, they filmed this last year?
Yes.
Skye, it's not live.
You're one of the people that like believes everything they watch
No.
on MAFS is the true
No,
story.
okay, can I just say that's you problem because you posted last night Marina and Tony.
No, but I didn't say it was live. I just showed footage of them dancing on the street. You made the assumption that it was live.
Anyway, hot girls don't post in real time anyway.
Well,
Carry on.
you should know that.
I know.
You can't keep up with real time.
No.
Neither can I. So yeah, they went out to the pub, got really like messed up for second week of filming. Next day, producers found out, and then they're like, "Okay, show us footage from the night out." In that footage, there was a video of me with them hanging out. They all ended up getting into lockdown the following weekend and couldn't go out.
Like not allowed to leave their rooms.
Pretty
like
much.
children.
Yeah, that's what happens.
What's it called when you're growing up? Like, what's it called?
Grounded.
You're grounded.
Yeah, literally.
I should know that word as a mother.
This year's cast started off really rogue, and after a stern talking to by producers, they all just completely bitched it and made. I thought it was going to be a good season when like that happened, and then after that they were scared for a bit.
Interesting.
What can the producers do though? Like,
Well,
when they give them a stern talking to, like, what are they going to do?
you guys are so stupid. He's like, I'm going to post things and ruin their story. I don't know.
Do they pretty much get bullied?
Well, I wouldn't say they get bullied, but yeah, they get like a stern talking to.
Because they don't get paid much, hey?
No, they get about
$200
$1,000 a week.
Yeah. I mean, it's alright to get a boof. Don't you reckon?
No, because you have to pay that. So if you don't have a job and that's your income, how do you pay your bills?
True. Well, you'd get married and then you'd have double house income. Sorry, double.
Yeah, but then
double house income.
you'd have to get married for real.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to have like annual leave or something.
Yeah, which
How
they
long
don't.
is filming for?
Like, what is it? 3 months?
Yeah,
so,
3 months is a long time. That's why I would never do that. I would never leave Banks for 3 months. I'd rather use Hinge for 3 months.
Yeah.
Don't you reckon?
I think you'd have better luck on Hinge than going on MAFS.
No, I already tried.
The last 2 years hasn't been very successful.
Oh, sorry. Maybe we'll get
That's
you on
not
MAFS
very
then.
optimistic of you.
Well, just be better on Hinge.
Not very good. I'm very good at getting ghosted.
Sorry.
Why is
So,
that?
Don't know. You'd have to.
Big
I
forehead.
Can't even ask.
No,
them.
leave her for it alone.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
seriously.
bad.
No, it was just this guy being like, "Why the fuck would I listen to a girl with a big forehead?" And I was like,
Who said that?
"Fair
Today?
enough." Just a random.
You don't
burner
listen with
account.
your eyes, big fella.
Seriously. Got my back, Jock. That's the first time you've ever had my back before.
Thank you.
Very reflective over there. What's that?
Cute. It's a little poppy dog.
No, it's your forehead.
Sorry.
Mate, I'm going to come over there and smack your bottom. So, every guest gets a game.
Oh, God.
Because it's been Confessions Week this week, I've got a few questions that continue on from the questions before. So, it's nothing intense. However, who are your top 3 brides and why?
From this season?
This season.
I love Athena.
Yeah, baddie.
I like, love... Why? Because she's kind. And I think, like, I have a lot of people that are nice to me because they want, like, media coverage or they want to go out and get papped or they'll talk to me because they want
You
to
don't
get
do
papped.
pap, right?
But I'll take stage
Yeah.
photos
Yeah.
every now and then for the people that
Okay,
ask.
Jaden Seaforth.
Yeah. Pretty much like that.
Are you worried about her at all? Because
Who,
there was,
Athena?
yeah, there was like circulations about her husband
Yes.
having like DV charges against him.
Do you know production actually had to pull her aside and make sure she was okay with everything?
Really?
Which she obviously got cleared in court and she was absolutely fine with it. Like, they had to make sure and they did a really good job. She was absolutely comfortable with what happened with Adrian.
Do you know what happened with him?
Yeah, I've seen the claims.
Are you allowed to talk about it?
I'd rather not get into it, to be honest, but...
I'm going to do some digging. But yeah, as a mother, obviously, like that's something that you need to be quite wary of.
Darren, I think the network fully investigated it, and as did the production company. And, like, they pulled Adrian aside, from what I know. They pulled Athena aside.
So he didn't disclose it to them. It was brought to their attention?
I believe so.
Right. Fair enough. So Athena is one of your top brides?
Top bride, absolutely. I love Ree. I love...
Ree's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know, and that's what bloody sucks, is Ree's not getting any TV time, and she's the coolest chick on there.
I think because they obviously already knew each other.
No, but I think MAFS don't like showing love stories. It's about showcasing the drama.
Fair.
Number 3 bride is...
Wait, you didn't say why about Ree?
Ree. She's pretty genuine and really cool.
Yeah, and she's hot.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that helps. Number 3?
I've forgotten everyone's names all of a sudden. I love... Karina's been really cool with me.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be a star.
Yeah.
Um,
Who's Karina's husband?
Paul.
Yeah. We haven't really seen much of them.
Oh, you'll see plenty of Paul and Karina.
Really?
Yes.
Because yeah, I feel like 4 or 5 couples have been shown properly.
Yeah.
And then the other half are just...
The show had to showcase all the people leaving at this commitment ceremony, so
Right.
we had 3 couples confirmed leaving in the first bloody week. So
Well, yeah, because obviously the bride that, like
Elliot and Lauren have
they're gone.
Yeah,
Katie and
Tim,
Yeah.
and then there's Ashley and Jake. Bye.
Which one's Ashley and Jake?
Ashley and Jake, the guy you asked me about with the photo challenge.
No way.
Yeah, goodbye.
Oh my God, is that a spoiler?
Yeah.
Can I post that?
Yeah, I feel like we've already discussed this, but
Keep it in.
you can pretend it's your good scoop.
Slay. Love that. Top 3 husbands and why?
My favourite is, and this is going to be in no particular order, because they're probably going to go off at me, is Billy, because he's super cool, funny. Elliot, controversial, but he's been cool.
Mate, you always befriend the weird ones.
No, he's not weird, because he's actually really funny, but you just didn't get to see it on TV.
Yeah, but also like saying that you'd like being a man in your 30s, being like, oh, I'd rather partner up with someone in their 20s. Get away from me.
He's got a
Get away.
preference.
No, yuck.
All right.
Get him away
And
from me.
number 3.
Let's not sell that story then, Skye.
Huh? Number 3 would probably be I can't do it. Can I do 4 guys?
Yeah, you can do 4.
All right. Dave and... Love Dave. He's really cool.
Wait, there's literally 5 couples. Who are you leaving out? Who are you leaving out?
What do you mean?
There's literally 5 couples and you're listing 4 guys.
Oh, sorry. No, because I've met them all, so including the intruders. You know what? Let's just leave it at that. Thank you. They're my 3. Right?
I just can't believe
How many
there's
did I name? I've
intruders.
already forgotten.
Wait, if there's intruders, is that cheating?
What do you mean?
Intruders.
No, that's when they bring in new couples.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not really new because there's only one new person and Elliot
Oh
comes
my god, are
back.
they doing swaps?
So Elliot comes back with a new...
Oh, does Katie come back?
No.
Okay.
Lauren comes back though.
She's a baddie. She can come back. Are you sure Katie doesn't come back? Is that your lying face? It is!
No, it's not. You're cute.
Oh.
Maybe next year. Maybe we should spread a rumor that Katie's coming back next year.
Is she?
No, but you should call her up and ask her.
She is, isn't she?
No, she might. I don't know.
Are you
Skye,
lying?
if you call her up and ask her, she might want to go back if you go back with her.
I'll hold her hand. I'll be the flower girl. I'd be a good flower girl for her. I like to support women. I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah, I know, but the biggest problem with having Katie come back is if they bring her back and they stitch her up again. Like,
Yeah,
how
that would
bad
be
did that look?
absolutely terrible.
Yeah. So it's like such a risk.
I feel like we need
it's
to
like,
do
how do you
proper
screen guys?
screenings
Yeah.
of these men. Like, and I'm like not trying to be a bitch, but I feel like overall free-to-air TV casting has just gone downhill. Love Island casting, give me that job. MAFS casting, give me that fucking job.
Yeah, take it.
Do you reckon?
I think it needs to be like shaken up.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to someone about that. I'm not sure who, but we'll talk to someone. Second last question I have. If you had to be matched up with anyone from this season, guy or girl, who would it be?
Athena.
You love her.
Yeah, I do.
I would marry Jamie. She's fun.
Yeah, she's cool. Thanks.
What pisses you off about the show?
Again,
Let's
it's,
dive in.
It's at the moment what's upsetting me is like how little time Jeff and Ray are getting, especially when it's no spoiler that they're probably gonna go all the way.
Yeah.
It's like you don't see anything at all. Like even their wedding was full of awkward moments. I was hiding in the bush, like there. Like, do you get what I mean? There's just so much moments where it's like,
Was it an awkward moment because you were hiding in the bush, or
no, I mean they had a lot of. It was just awkward. The fact that they got
they knew each
paired
other?
paired together. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened
Like-
to my girlfriend when she went on The Bachelor. She had been dating Honey Badger,
Oh, okay.
And she
Who was
didn't.
that?
Cass Wood, or
Oh,
Cass
okay,
Davies
yeah.
now. She's about to give birth. Very
Nice.
exciting. Shout out to Cass.
Hi,
Love that for
Cass.
her. Good luck pushing that baby out. It's very hard times. You may feel like you're dying, but you won't die. Okay, continue.
Sorry, wouldn't know.
Yeah, you won't ever know. It's definitely not like I'm not keen to do that again. Knock me out. Knock
Alright.
me out. Well, Ali, is there anything else you'd like to air out about MAFS whilst you're in the studio?
Yeah, I'd like to put a massive call out to Instagram to unshadow ban the cast because they're all
For
fuming.
real, I could not find Jamie at all.
Yeah, I know. Like literally, Jamie is one of 5 victims being targeted.
I wonder why. Do you reckon it's a mass search?
I just think because their accounts were so popular at the start, Instagram's like algorithm or whatever flagged their accounts.
Do you
and
know what
now-
I think also though? Jamie hasn't had much MAFS Instagram posting. I couldn't find her on the MAFS account.
No, but that's what I mean. Because her account's shadow banned, she's not coming up at all.
Oh. Are you MAFS Uncensored?
No.
You are, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
You are!
But shout out to MAFS Uncensored
They
and
followed
MAFS
me.
Gossip.
Does that mean I will be an intruder? Because they followed me.
Who?
MAFS Uncensored.
Oh, did they? Oh, no, that's because I posted you on my story.
Oh, slay. Love that for me.
And I'm sure they'll probably post this interview now that you've given them a shout out.
Perfect. That's what we like to hear, don't we, Jockalicious? Well, thank you so much for coming into the studio. Maybe we can do another little MAFS episode when we get further into the season. Pretty disappointed to find out that it's not live.
Maybe we can bring somebody in.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
bring
next time we'll
someone in.
have somebody on the phone.
Let's do that on the phone.
Well,
Love that. Who should we call?
Ghostbusters.
who would you want to call?
That was good, Jock, coming from you.
Thanks.
Anyway, well, thanks so much for coming in. Finally, it's nice we have something common to talk about now.
What is it, MAFS?
Yeah,
Sure. I used to hate MAFS before I started working at the Daily Mail.
I didn't really like it until Tristan went on. I love Cam and Jules though. They live in my area. They're actually a
Nice.
beautiful couple.
Yeah, rarely does MAFS create a couple
They've got
like
two
that.
children. They're
Yeah.
married.
Yeah, they're happy.
They're happy. Anywho, thanks for coming in. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
listening, everyone. And please subscribe if you want to listen to more math stuff. Thank you.
Hooroo.
Thanks for listening to A Bit Rogue, where we uncover the stories of athletes, artists, and celebrities with their most rogue moments. Episodes dropping every Wednesday.